look at our servants do to us.
Today we're standing at the Waimea Courthouse, and we're standing here with the Kapu of Aloha in our heart. We're standing with those who stood on the mauna and who are now here to face the consequences of that. And at this time, as we stand here and we stand everywhere, we understand that for many of us, this is a choice that we have made. We have made this choice to stand with the mountain, for the mountain, protect the mountain, even though we know that the mountain in the end will take care of herself. And the gift that she's giving us is to grow and to become awakened and to become braver and stronger and more knowledgeable and protective over our Hawaii, from the mountain to the sea. And the gift that the mountain gives us is a gift of Kapu Aloha. It's the gift of how we stand, how we proceed, especially from this point on. We understand that the governor has said that he has no choice, that this project by law must be allowed to proceed. But we who have been in this case, and we who have been here even longer than the TMT project, we also know that if we followed the law, we would never be here, because those 8 criteria were never met. So now this is where and how we need to stand. And if I look at myself in this movement and those around me, those in Waimea who are standing and sign waving and supporting, we're looking at how we stand from this point on. We're looking at elevating ourselves in how we treat one another and how we stand on the mountain and how we present ourselves everywhere when we speak the mountain's name. That is Kapu Aloha for me. And what the Mauna would expect of me, I believe, is that I make the Mauna proud by what I say and what I do in every way possible. So today is a day when we say, as they enter the courtroom, Kapu Aloha, everyone. Kapu Aloha, we chant Kapu Aloha. When I think of what might come, when I think that perhaps the next time we stand on the mountain, the circle will be much larger here, and I don't mean the circle of supporters, but I mean the circle of arrestees. When I think of the possibility of double, triple the amount of police or DLNR officers, or even when I hear that perhaps National Guard would be called in, what I think about is what all mothers and fathers think about. We think about ourselves and our children on the line. I think about my 15-year-old who stood in line 4, whose line leader is now in the courtroom, who stood in front of her as the officers approached. I think of my older daughter who was there the first time and chanted at the summit for those as they were led into the vans. And what do I think about that? I trust and I believe. I believe that I'm protected and they are protected and we're all protected if we stay in an upright manner and conduct ourselves as such. I believe that universal law and what is right in the spirit world, from our ancestors down to us, to our descendants, will prevail. And I trust in that. And the next time come, I will be standing on the mauna. And so will my family members, and so will many others. And do I worry about that, or am I concerned about that? When I'm looking at an officer with a gun, you might say I might think about that. But when I think about the privilege of standing for this mountain. And when I look into the eyes of 700, and maybe more and more as time goes on, because you know we are not leaving, I have to say that for my descendants coming and for all descendants coming our way through the next 7 generations, they're going to say, my grandmother stood, my grandfather stood, my children's children's children will say, our grandma stood. So we'll stand. We'll stand for them, and we'll stand for us and all who came before, and we'll stand for the Mauna until the Mauna says, I'll take it back. I'll take care of it. One mighty shake. The mountain is so much stronger. The mountain will take care. But for now, we take care with the Mauna, aligned to the Mauna, with the heart of the Mauna, right in here. Kukia i Mauna. Eo.